So my dealing with this coronavirus situation is going pretty well. I'm studying for my test every day right now. I'm also practicing some guitar. I'm also taking the dogs out for walks. And and I'm just keeping updating on my anger management strategies and my anger triggers. So that means like I came up with a new strategy to deal with people who tell me what to do while I'm cooking. My strategy is just say okay and listen to what this person says and do what this person says to do, just so you can avoid the arguments. Because you can't go out to eat anymore. You can't stay out past 8 o'clock. You have to stay in the house. Yeah, and so that is my number one strategy right now, because it's been helping me. It's been helping me keep happy. It's been helping me maintain my relationships with people in the house, and I really like it. This brings me to my next point. Yes, I mean, some of my anger triggers have subsided. They have subsided, like, with these new strategies. Now I don't get mad when somebody tells me what to do while I'm in the kitchen cooking anymore. But I still have to keep updating on my triggers because new ones can come up any second, any minute of the day, and I have to keep coming up with new strategies today that I've been using, like last year. Like, I know, like, when this coronavirus pandemic started, my anger triggers were my mother coming. One of my triggers was my mother coming in the kitchen while I was making pancakes from scratch, only to then say, "Jake, don't use the flour. We're running out of flour, and there's no more flour in the stores." So I got mad and said, "Well, I have to use the flour. I want to make pancakes." My mother said, "Well, can't you just make the ones from the mix I got?" I got even madder. Said, "Well, yeah, if I want to, but I don't want to right now. I want to make pancakes from scratch like I've always been doing. I want my pancakes to taste good." And so we got into a fight, and I have been mad about that incident for the whole entire day. And the new strategy I came up with was identifying zones. Now, which brings me to my next point. The green zone, what I am right now is in the green zone. Something I work for every day in my life. I'm in the green zone. Now, in this green zone, I am thinking very clearly. I'm thinking about, which means I'm thinking about the impact of what my actions will be before I do them, or the words I use before I say them. I am able to concentrate on tasks. I am able to reason with people. I am able to make good decisions. I'm also able to laugh and have a fun time and feel good about myself. Another zone I get into before I get really angry is the yellow zone. Now, this is the most important zone because this is the zone where you have to apply the strategies strategies, because because this is the zone where I am feeling annoyed or frustrated at something or someone, or maybe my feelings are hurt, so I'm feeling offended by someone. This is the zone where I am starting to think, oh my God, why is this person saying this? Why is my mother in here bothering me while I am making my breakfast? Or why is my dad in here bothering me while I am making my breakfast? Or why is my brother here bothering me every time when I am doing this? I'm just trying to enjoy myself. This is what I'm thinking when I'm in the yellow zone. Now I realize, instead of thinking that, what I should be doing is, asking myself, maybe my dad doesn't want the smoke alarm to go off, or maybe my mother's just worried about this coronavirus virus being spread to her house, or maybe my brother's taking a test and he needs it and he wants it quiet, or maybe my brother's trying to sleep and he wants it quiet. Whatever the situation is, just think of it as that, and other than them, me thinking like, oh, they're bullying me, I have to get defensive about it immediately. That's very important to do before you get into the red zone of anger, which is, now this is the zone where I'm out of control. My anger's gotten the better of me, and it's now gotten a hold of me and is controlling, and this is where I'm becoming impulsive. This is where I either say things that are wrong, or I maybe even do things that are wrong. Like, I start to yell and scream, I start to curse, I start to say things that I don't mean. Now this is the worst zone now, in this particular zone, there's nothing much I can really do, because at this point I'm not really coping with the anger trigger, which is why it's important in the yellow zone to apply the strategy. Don't wait until you get to the red zone, because that's when, if you're in the red zone, it's too late. You can't apply any strategies. You can't put strategies to the test. You're letting the anger get the better of you. And sometimes I think that one of the best things to do if you're in the red zone is to walk away from the situation. Like, maybe I could go take a walk, or maybe I can just go to my room, or maybe I could just listen to calming music. Or a strategy that has worked for me while I was going into the red zone was picking up my guitar and playing it. And that was the best strategy that I used, because it basically forced me to stop thinking about what I was so angry about, and it forced me to focus on the song that I'm playing, which is really good. That's actually a really good strategy for when you're just about to enter the red zone, because it changes your thinking. When I play music, before I get into the red zone of my anger, it changes my thinking from what I get from what I'm upset about to what I want to do with the song, to the song that I'm playing. Which is why when I feel myself starting to get really angry, I pick up my guitar right away and start playing it right away. I don't even think about it. I just get up there and start playing it because I know it helps me calm down. Yeah. All right, that's all I have to say.